Who can tell me how old is Russian Matryoshka?
How old is Russian Matryoshka? 500 years old.
500 years.
Something like 500 years old, because it seems like Matryoshka was always, Russian Matryoshka was always associated with Russia, and you know it's wrong. Matryoshka a little bit older than 120 something years old, really. So it's not that old. And Matryoshka history has like 3 periods, 3 chapters. That's why I have 3 baskets here. So we'll uncover it, tell you each chapter, each story of Matryoshka. And can you tell me any relation between Russian Matryoshka and like China, Japan, can it be? Would you associate Russian Matryoshka with China or Japan?
If we know the answer, can we cheat and tell it? No,
If you know, you may know, yeah.
I think they originated in Japan. Did they?
Okay.
Not Russia. Russia can't claim it.
No.
Okay, but again, it's come together like several countries involved in production or creation Russian Matryoshka. Russia was famous for woodworking tradition. And Japan was making own toys from wood too, like this one and this one, and they call Kakeshi toys. And even you can open them and look who's inside. Another doll and another doll. So Japan was making this kind of nesting dolls at the beginning of 19th century. And there are 7 lucky gods in Japan. 7 lucky gods, and they came, they're very popular in Japan. And in the beginning of end of 19th century, one of those lucky gods came to Russia. You see one, you can see here, he has tall forehead. It was, I didn't say Chinese, they have tradition of making nesting boxes in China. I think it's made from bamboo. It's easy, just cut bamboo, it's they make nesting boxes. So this idea of making nesting boxes probably came to Japan. So they start making nesting dolls, and 1890, one of those dolls appeared in Russia. And I have picture in a book, it's exactly with nesting doll and looks exactly the same. So this is one of the 7 gods in Japan. It's god of happiness and longevity. So he came to Russia and he showed up in Russian educational workshop in Moscow. So this doll was like beginning of history of Russian Matryoshka, because 2 artists, one painter and one woodworker, he created first Звездочкин and Malutin. Sergei Malutin painted first Matryoshka. Звездочкин, woodworker, he made all these blanks for Matryoshka. After first Matryoshka was made by Sergei Malutin and Vasily Звездочкин, they start producing more and more Matryoshka. In 1904, center of Matryoshka production moved in Sergiev Posad. In Sergiev Posad, it's a town famous for its Holy Trinity Sergiev Monastery. And Sergiev Monastery was founded in 13th century by monk Sergei of Radonezh. And this is icon. Icon, what is icon?
Image of saint person.
Or image of holy person, saints in Russia. And Sergiev, Holy Trinity Sergiev Monastery, a famous Russian icon, Holy Trinity, was painted by Andrei Rublev for this Holy Sergiev Trinity Monastery. It's located like 45 miles from Moscow. So icon is holy image. In Museum of Russian Icons, we have all the information here. It's located in Clinton, and it has like 500 icons. Icons like going back to 14th, 15th centuries. So, and if you will have chance to come and see this museum, who did not have chance, with this picture of one of the opening events, and Gordon Langton, founder of museum, and it's miracle how it's happened in state of Massachusetts, Museum of Russian Icons. And Holy Trinity Monastery is place where a lot of icons was painted, because it was monks who was painting icons, and to paint icon, it should iconographer should follow certain tradition. They don't make own images, they can replicate icons. One what become miracle working icon, they replicate it over and over, trying to be as most faithful. So this Holy Trinity Monastery was a place where a lot of iconographers work. And also it was a monastery with a big market outside of monastery, because a lot of people was coming to buy stuff, sell stuff near the monastery, outside of monastery, and they can buy icons. And monastery become center of woodworking production as well. In 1904, center of Matreshki production moved to Holy Trinity Monastery. So this type of matryoshka they start making in Sergiev Posad, it's called city, and they steal from the beginning, from the first matryoshkas. And it was interesting because distinctive feature of this first matryoshka was it was real painted. It was real, very real style of painting. You see this old man, and it's interesting what it's like halfway. First Matreshki was painted because his hand right here, not full figure, but halfway. And you see it's whole, like it's really real face. And with other Matryoshkas. And so those figures, they represent like real people who can see outside of monastery walls on this marketplace. And a lot of iconographers who used to paint icons, they become Matryoshka painters. Because it was trend too, because icons have, you cannot break tradition of painting icon, writing icon, but in Matryoshka doll you can use this surface to paint any people you see around, and you can see it's family of, you know, different people. But time after time, it's guys disappeared somehow, and only female images left in Matryoshka. So it seems like it's mother with kids without father. Father probably working hard to support this family. And Matryoshka came from the name Matrona, very popular in old Russia. Matrona, and has root like mother, madre, so it's mother of the family. Matryoshka, and you see family of many